Welcome everybody to the stream. How you doing? This is SG Daddy, and I have StruckD running again after a little bit of a crash, and so yeah, I'm willing to give this a go again. What I wanted to do is just have a little chat session, shoot the breeze, relax, but I also want to play around with StruckD and see if I can create the Hello Neighbor house and just yeah, see how far I can get with that. You see all these Hello Neighbor clones, and I've always wondered how do they do it. And this is a game creator for Android, so I was just curious to see how far we get with it. So this is our little player, and if I hit play, um, I should be able to move around with him, but apparently I can't. So let's pick him again, and we'll go. He's supposed to be our little guy that we're using in the game. So there we go. I want to pick him. I want to make him a third-person view, and let's give him some additional lives. Why not? Okay. So now I should be able to play him. So play, and yeah, here he is. I can move him around. So there, we got our basic world. Nothing in it. So we can zoom out, and now we need to start figuring things out. So I played around with StruckD before, and I did get some things kind of put together, but let's see, we can make it a little bit more of a haunted house. So let's get some neighborhood houses. We'll get some horror type stuff. We'll get a beware sign. These are just things that came up right away. So it's going to be Hello Neighbor Haunted House. We're going to add those elements. Okay, so now we have some things to add. So these are going to be the neighbors' houses. We're just going to put them here, and we're going to rotate this one around to here. And this little one's going to go here too. So this basically gives us a street view, and we could put some on this side too, I guess. Just not wanting to be too detailed about this side of the street, but I'll just throw some houses in here. Okay, so we have this, and this is going to be where the neighbor's house is going to go. Now we're going to move little Timmy over here, and we need to add a road, right? So let's do road. Let's see what road elements we get. Okay, that's easy enough. We'll add that element, and then we find it here. Okay, so this is the road. Get to add it. Maybe if I make them all turn the same way, and then it's just going to be easier to join them all up. So okay, so we're going to have a road. Alright, so the world's a little bit skewed. Let's straighten that up. Let's move these houses back a bit. So it's kind of like Never Cracker Monster House kind of thing. I'm going to move that over. So neighbor's house is going to have some scary fences, so we'll put some fence line along. If you go too close like this, you can come down like that. So that's kind of cool. You can use that as kind of a gauge. And add one more. Notice this one I'm adding doesn't have a fence post. I'm going to add a fence post now, and then I'm going to add a gate. So I'm going to rotate it a bit. I'm going to add another gate. And okay, I'm going to close that because that's when it all messed up last time. So I want the gate to be open. Alright, so and we're going to do the rest of the fence here. I want to make sure I can see you guys come say hi, so I'm going to just move my chat session over on the side here. Move that over. And then that way it's right in front of me if any of you pop up and say hello to me. Because I'm all for audience participation. Okay. Alright, so we have a bit of a fence going on here. I'm going to add some more. Now, what I can do as well, make it a little bit more rickety. I can turn some of this and just make it look a little bit more ramshackle. Add these extra little doodads and turn that a little bit like that way. So his property line isn't that cool right now. Put a little BYS sign out front because he doesn't want people coming in. Because he's like Nevercracker, you know. It's like, no, you're not coming in my house. And now we're going to need a path, I guess. Let's make it pathway. Doesn't help. Path. Okay, so we got some paths. Got some blocks for doing like Sonic-y type stuff. Got some dirt patches. This looks like an okay path. That might work. Let's get some dirt patches too. Add those. Okay, that gives us a bunch of elements we can work with. So let's see. Go along here. How does that look when I add it? Okay. Yeah, we could do that because his house is pretty dirty and horrible. Just add dirt patches for his pathway. Not necessarily the nicest looking place. Actually, let's make everything dead. Everything dirty along the side of his house. Because his house is a big old dust bowl. His front yard is just a nightmare. Okay. And we'll give him kind of this kind of effect. Oh, look at that. That's weird, huh? Let's see what that does. Yeah, I know it doesn't show up very well, but we'll try it. Okay, and so that's that done. Let's go back here. Now this is the thing that threw me before, is making the house itself, like the base, because I can't go down anymore. And that I don't want to go too small. Although I could go semi-small and then just do a lot of them. But then I got to get the size right every time. So what to do? Okay, well, let's figure it out. Add platform. Oh, Maybe a stone platform, or what's this? Zen tiles. Old van could be fun, so I just thought I'd pick that. I was wondering about a staircase to haunted house. Pumpkins, yeah, we'll do that. Add those elements. Alright, so what can we do? This looked promising. But again, it's a size issue. I'm going to have to add a lot of those. But let's do it. Let's go 1, 2. Zoom in a bit too while I'm building the house here. Yeah, it's all done very... there's no like precision nudge options, I don't think, with like arrows and stuff. So it's a shame. It would be a nice feature to be able to nudge these like pixel by pixel. Kinda gotta go fairly crazy with these. Okay, and so this is StruckD I'm using to build. Welcome to anyone who's coming along to watch. StruckD is free in Steam, sorry, and available on the Android as well. So you can basically build a game on any platform you like. And I understand they're hiring. They're looking for developers to help build their builder. A lot of people have built games on the Android and released them in the Android store. Unfortunately, there's a lot of junky games out there. So giving anybody the ability to make a game is sometimes not the best concept, because you know there's just the Android store is just a cesspit of garbage, with the odd good game that kind of rises to the top. But the amount of junk that's out there, it's just unbelievable. And there's probably no chance of me releasing this, and I would not release it unless it was something I would actually play more than 3 times before giving up. So I want to just... I tried doing this before, and it wasn't necessarily the floors that were the issue. It was the walls, and actually making it feel like a house and work like a house. So you'll see what I mean as I get into it a little more, for sure. But yeah, it's definitely it's fun to try and figure out. I enjoy doing this, and I enjoy just chilling out and figuring it out. And actually, I kind of like this block because it's a 3x3, and you can kind of figure out your floor plan. So I've done that now. I'm going to stick a big old rusting bus in the driveway here. just because, you know, he's a bit of a bum. And a big old wood pile over here, just for atmosphere. Some pumpkins over here. I want some gnarly trees. Haunted trees. No, rocks. That's clever. Trees. Oh, yeah, the search sometimes is just a big old pile of poo. There we go. Tree. Tree monster. No. Christmas trees. Here's a possibly an old dirty road that would work. Okay, add element. Let's go with that gnarly old tree. Place a few of these in the yard. I'm going to rotate a few so they don't look too samey. Need trash can, I think. So the trees apparently can say things, as can any item. What I want to do is add a mailbox and some trash cans. Trash. Bin. Garbage. Debris. Yeah, some of this stuff just doesn't make sense. See, I'm finding roads that I didn't find before when I searched for roads. So, StruckD. Some of the search stuff needs to be definitely worked on. See, trash can hasn't shown up even though I added it. I need steps up to the house. I need to make a porch, so wooden fences. Wooden fences. Let's see, wooden. Why is Christmas stuff showing up? I don't know. Yeah, there's nothing there that I want. That's not helpful at all. Actually, farm fence. No. Fence. That might work. That might work. Okay, let's add those. Okay, what I was thinking I need to do is basically make the side of the house look, well, I guess it could look brickish, right? And do this too. So yeah, here we go, just trying to make a Hello Neighbor game in StruckD just because it's something to do. And thought you guys might find it interesting. So I need steps now. I thought I had steps. There was temple steps. So let's add and go steps. Oh, dumpster ramp. Stair. Stair. Oh, yeah. Stone stairs. That might work. And that looks kind of gothic-y and scary, right? Stone stairs. Ooh, they're big and scary. And too high. But I could scale them down. So I completely turned my house around. So that might work. Ooh. Make sure there's no gap. And then I want to bring in some fence and just cover up that. So I did have a porch last time, but I'm gonna skip the whole porch idea. Okay, now I need to figure out walls for the house. So I've got blocks. This is where I came unstuck, was I couldn't find the walls for the house. I did this and I was able to find these and that. And can try that. Let's do a search a bit more. I think there was a doorway too that I found. Door. Yeah, there's door. And that was door. I used that too. So let's add those elements. Okay, add wall. Let's see if I can get those orange bits again. That. Add elements. I thought it was weird that this keeps flicking a door and then not a door. So that's a door, which is great. And then I can add this guy, scale it up to kind of make it fit. Doesn't fit perfect, but it fits okay. And then twist it. So for a haunted house to be orange, it's a little weird. Now, instead of twisting it, I think I can give the door like a value and it can be broken. Oh, jeez. See, this is where it all starts getting a little bit finicky. You gotta know what you're holding on to before you start moving it around. Okay, so I can give it a value of health points. So I could give it like a really low health point, and then it's just a one hit open the door. So there, we have an entrance. Now what I'm going to do is spin the house around, because I kind of want to work from this side. See, that's the problem, is I saw this before and it wants to put a door on every one, which makes no sense. I have windows, but I don't want to put a window on every one. I have this blue thing, which is just a blue bar. So this is where I really got stuck last time, is I couldn't find the walls. So I'm just going to abandon this. Oh, can I undo that? Okay. Abandon this style and go for a different style, I think. Zoom in a bit. Come over here. So maybe I go with the big old Gothic arch and up the door size a bit. Makes the house seem very huge. But maybe you want it to be a little ominous. And maybe I can make the house bigger anyway, so now I could use stone walls instead. There was a lot of brickwork and stuff, so it's potentially possible, but I've got to search for more elements now. Stone wall. See, I got all this, but I don't see any window, unless that's a window. Window wall, no. Keep going. There's this stuff, which is like dungeon walls, but then there's no window element. makes it all very difficult when you can't get the parts you need. Dungeon, 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 dungeon. But maybe I don't need windows. Maybe I can fake it. I don't know. I could kind of put fake window. Let's do a search for add those elements. And I'll make sure I got those. Let's just see how they work. Boom. Boom. Okay, so that could work. But I kind of need to up the size to match the door. And it's just scaling up like crazy. I want to see how this all fits together, so I guess I kind of need to play the game and see. Okay, so horror game. Scary horror house with flickery roads. Oh no, it's so scary around here. Oh no, I'm gonna bash down the door and then I'm in this weird place that has very little stuff in it. And there's a random cauldron just sitting over there. What's the random cauldron for? Anyway, yeah, it's coming together, I guess. I just don't know what else to do to make it work as a haunted house. Maybe I could put in a smaller version of the same wall to cover this. What just happened there? Delete. Can I zoom in and select that? Ah, see, it starts getting really difficult at this point. And then I just kind of abandoned the whole idea. So yeah, if any of you have any more ideas on how to take it further, I'd love to hear it, because it's such a powerful editor. So much you can do with it. But then it really has its limitations. You kind of hit these walls where, no pun intended, where you can't do what you want to do. See, if I even do this and I go window, it's very limited in what it gives me. Being able to design my own game elements probably would help if I was graphically capable, which I'm not. But yeah, I've got the kind of the concept.